takes a part of me. Every time I start to believe something's...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for another installment of the NFL International Series. And we are underway from North London.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Sanders now to the air right away.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Seven Pirates. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Sanders.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19, Mustang 19.
Throwing, Sanders.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. And now an audible here into something else.
Buffalo 18, 79 Broncos. Trap 50, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Looking to put a drive together.
They go quickly here with some more.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they go right back to Moore. Complete again. Moore breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Again, he finds Moore. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
They'll get this into the hands of Price.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
You look at this Browns defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Rondale Moore.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. Now I'm fit it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions been louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold and I heard.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Sanders. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come on. 60 Vikings, 19 tight. Drag him 60 Bobcats.
Out of the gun here, Sanders.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing is McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Naylor.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just... the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Sanders. That's taken in by Franklin.
And he's going to be brought down right there at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shador. He's got him in. That's Bond.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 46.
79, 19 tight, 19 tight. 65 catch, 65 catch. Ready.
To throw now, here's Sanders.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Buffalo 18.
40-yard line.
Dragon, trap 60, trap 60.
To throw is Sanders.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Viking 18. Top 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Ready, ready.
Sanders to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerry Jeudy
from 8 yards out.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's McCarthy. And his throw here's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Shedeur Sanders doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Vikings 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking for the outlet, he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
19 Lions.
Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Vikings 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
On play action, McCarthy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
And he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First down, Vikings.
To the air with McCarthy. Open man is Naylor. He's got it.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings first down.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Addison hauls it in.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Minnesota.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Trying to fit it into more, but it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go. Strike. Panther and left. 18.
Sanders. He's going to go up top again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 91 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
18, run. 60, let's go.
Throwing, Sanders.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
70, 25Molooh. Cup 19. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Vikings 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
7 yards.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And the Vikings first down.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Rondale Moore.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Vikings 14. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Sanders, a final shot before break. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
A final shot before break. Sanders.
This one is complete to Jenkins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
At the 6-yard line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Shedeur Sanders
Keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
and the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Here we go. 60 Maverick. 60. Panther 60.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They throw it out right complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes
it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Judy with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Vikings 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Waiting! What's up?
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 19 Lions. 18, 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Hot 70. Hot 70.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
'79 Broncos.
Now Sanders.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Vikings 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
7-5, come 19, come 19.
To throw is Sanders. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
18, 18, Rattler, 18, ready.
Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Warriors 70, 70, Mustang 19, 60, Panther 11, go.
Sanders to throw. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Browns just continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
70, Vikings 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 68 yards. And the Vikings take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
18, 79, Dragon 60, 70 Rangers, Warriors 70. Cut it!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
60,
looking to throw. Sanders. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
70 line, Mustang 19. Let's go.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 44 yards.
And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Vikings 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go, go. Straight 15, straight 15. Kill. Done.
Throwing now is Wentz.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big pickup of 38. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Sunday.
Moore, the man in motion.
Ready.
Throwing is Wentz.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
40, 82, 40, 180.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Kill. Let's find 7.
Again, it's Wentz.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
180. Kill. 81.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Rondale Moore,
37 yards.
and the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Vikings 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Dragon 6, ready. Panther 6, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Jerry Judy,
65 yards.
and the Browns add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. Extra point attempt to follow here. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase it. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
There we go. What's up, lady?
Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
More the motion man right.
Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to at least get one score back.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Ready?
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow?
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of 64 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
1 yard line.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Shadur Sanders keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Browns extend their lead yet again. A try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To throw is Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Wentz. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wentz to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11, top 50.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Sanders. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Ready.
Now Sanders throwing on 4th down. He's going to take another shot here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A game there of 30 big ones.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Great 15, 180.
From midfield, here's Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out with some dispatch, because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
Now they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
And the Vikings first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 7, 19 tight, 19 tight.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation.